Hey guys, it's Cobalt here, and welcome back to another G7 unboxing video. In today's video, I'm finally going to be opening one of the big playsets, which I'm really excited about because I haven't gotten the chance to see any of them in person yet, so without further ado, let's get right on into it. Alright, so I gotta zoom way out for this one because as you can see, this set is huge, but believe it or not, this is actually not the largest set. You will see the largest one in a separate video later this week. But anyways, this is the Pets Got Talent playset, and if you are familiar with LPS at all, you may recognize this set as the one that comes with this collie right here from the Generation 2 line, but of course this one comes with totally new pets, totally new accessories, and just an overall updated design. So I never got the privilege to own this set when I was a kid. I just ended up getting this collie secondhand, so I'm really excited to see what this set entails, and of course I'm very excited to see the brand new LPS dog right up here. So let's get some scissors and let's get this open. Alright, so here's how the set looks initially out of the box. You can see all the different things are still packaged here. We have the trading card and the Roblox code taped back here, and then it looks like the set is somehow affixed to the bottom here, which is really strange. I have no idea how to open this. Okay, we got it out. This is definitely the hardest of these sets to open so far, but now let's actually take off all this plastic and take a look at the pets and accessories that this set comes with. As you can see, everything has now finally been unboxed, so I'm going to take a look at the playset itself, then the accessories, and finally the pets. The card, the checklist, and the Roblox code were all pretty easy to take off the back of the packaging. Here is the card of the little dog, which is super cute. He is number 67, friendliest level 2, and chase. This is the first chase one that I've seen, so I'm curious to know exactly what that means in the context of LPS. Maybe it's the symbol for all of the new style pets, but I've never seen a card of the axolotl, so I have no idea. But here, again, is a closer look at the code. So if you play Roblox, you can use this code. It's a pink code. Most of the sets come with a yellow one, so it says on the box that this one gives you 5 surprises. Definitely let me know down below in the comments what this code gives you, because I have not tried using any of them myself yet. As for accessories, the first one is this plastic green stool or bucket. I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to be, but it has a paw print on the top, and you can probably stand an LPS on it like this, or if you wanted to, you could use this as a container and put some other accessories inside of it. And then of course, the second accessory we have is this little takeout bag. I really love this accessory. I think it's super cute. One thing I noticed right off the bat while holding it, well, first off, it actually says Hasbro 2023 on the back, but this is an accessory that has been made before, although this one is made from a totally different plastic. It feels like a more solid plastic, if that makes sense, whereas if I remember correctly, the original version of the accessory is sort of more of a rubbery plastic. I would say that the closest thing that I could compare this to texture-wise is maybe a Lego brick. Speaking of remakes of old accessories, of course we have this trophy. We've seen this trophy countless times because the bull from the blind box series also comes with this trophy. And finally, we have this circus hoop, which is also one that came with the original set and something that we've seen before with a couple other sets. And of course, your LPS can go through it like that. Look at his amazing trick. And I guess if you had a bird LPS as well, you could probably make it perch onto this stand. Okay, I'm gonna start more zoomed out like this, and then we can move closer in. But as you can see, this set is actually quite tall. Here it is in comparison to some original Generation 2 LPS. You can see them standing here, but we have this little thing that spins around, and it has a peg for you to stick an LPS onto. It has this little bird perch here, and there's also a skateboard on top which moves and also has a way you can attach the LPS to, but unfortunately the wheels on the skateboard don't turn. It's a little bit hard to move with the ridges in this little rope up here. It also has some other platforms you can stick LPS on, which I think is cool. It has 3 different platforms aside from the spinning one right here. What I will say is right off the bat, just holding it, some of the pieces feel a little bit loose. You can see I'm like really wiggling it here. It's not loose like it's going to fall out, but it's loose like it's a cheaper plastic. I would say that the best thing I could compare this plastic to is definitely the Generation 4 sets. So if you're familiar with the G4 airplane or the cruise ship that they made, this plastic feels pretty much identical to that. The platform is a much sturdier plastic, but you can see like the other things here are, you know, not as good. But I do love the background here. So you can see this is some original Generation 2 artwork. And again, if I remember correctly, I believe this is the exact same artwork that comes on the original set. The quality of the print looks really nice. The paper feels pretty good. So I just think that that's a pretty cool detail. And I would love to see more art like this on future LPS products. And here's what the back looks like. It's just where all the screws are, and you can see the back of the paper. Although I do think that this design here in the plastic is cool. I'm not sure if the original set had that, but I assume it does. You can also see that it's not the most sturdy set in the world because a lot of these pieces are hollow on the back. And here's what the bottom looks like. I do think it's interesting that this set has some little rubber feet on it so that you don't scuff up whatever surface you put it on. I do not think that I've ever seen an LPS playset that has those on it, so I guess that is a nice detail. And really quickly, before we take a look at the actual pets this set comes with, I just wanted to show the little cardboard cutouts that we have here. These also come in the other playset, which, like I said, I will be unboxing later this week on my channel. But we have this Lucky Cat, which comes in one of the 2-packs. So sadly, I don't have her yet. This one was just hot glued onto the package, so as you can see, it was a bit harder to get out, and she is not freestanding, but she is very cute. And then secondly, we have this iguana from the tube set. So here he is next to his cardboard cutout, and this one is indeed a cardboard cutout. So I think that this could be like a funny prop for a video or something like that. But again, I just love neat little details like that. This is a cool thing to save from the packaging. And now it is time to reveal the very first pet from this set. And right off the bat, I'm noticing the eye printing is not very good. Yeah, these eyes are printed pretty poorly. They're really not even printed on the outline at all. It may be hard to tell on camera, but you can really see, like right here, that's where the eye should be, but the eye is way too high up. And on this side, you can see it here, closer to the beak. There's also some scuffs in this one's eyes, but printing wise, like the graininess is not super noticeable, so at least it's got that going for it. But that seems to be the only real defect with this pet. Overall, I like the colors of this one. This is one of the triplet roosters or chicken bases, and of course this is one that was only made one time before. And this one is actually more of a exact copy of an old LPS that has already existed. So it's made to look like this pet, whereas the other one that we got from one of these bases is completely different. So this is one of the blind box LPS next to this one, and these two would have come in the same triplet set back in the G2 line, but as you can see, their designs are meant to be completely different and they are separate. So unlike the triplet monkey base that they have used for a couple pets, it's nice to see that they're actually branching out and using multiple of these LPS. The one thing that I do notice right off the bat just by touching these is, of course, squish tests. For this one, it's got the squishy head, but this guy, this one's head is 100% solid. It feels exactly like the solidness of a Generation 2 LPS. If I compare it to this random pelican I have here, rock solid. Rock solid. So that is very interesting that this pet has a super hard head, whereas this one and most of the other ones do not. Alright, so I did a little bit more looking, and you may not be able to tell, but here on the side, this one actually says 2023 on it. So we have a slightly different base than the original baby rooster. Unfortunately, I do not own any of these LPS from G2, so I can't directly compare it, but hopefully I can do that in the future because I find that very interesting. But maybe that is part of the reason why the head plastic is so hard. Who knows? But now let's take a look at the man himself, the whole reason why I wanted to buy this set in the first place, because I don't care about this bird, but this dog I was extremely interested in. So I'd say the condition of this guy looks pretty good. He's pretty cute. The only thing that I'm really noticing is there's a little bit of paint mishap there, but I noticed in Jerry Berry's videos where she's been hunting for LPS at Toys R Us in Canada, a lot of them have like a really strange misprint on their nose, but this guy's nose looks really good, so no issues there. I don't know if maybe that's like a Canada set problem, but anyways, this guy is honestly so cute. I love the little heart on his chest. It matches the heart that the bird has. When I first saw photos of this guy, I honestly thought it was super ugly, but seeing him now, just like seeing the axolotl for the first time, he is adorable. He's got some weird seams on his body, but honestly, some of the G2 LPS are like that as well. I love his little toes. They look very different from a normal LPS. Here, let's get out a G2 Great Dane. They, right off the bat, seeing them next to each other, they do not look like they belong in the same universe. This guy's head is like a lot fuller, his forehead is giant, and I don't know, this was maybe not the best comparison. Something else that I do want to compare is the Generation 5 Great Dane, because a lot of people were comparing him to this guy as well. This one is definitely a lot uglier, and I think this one's cuter, but I can see some similarities here. Obviously, this dude is not a Great Dane. I believe this guy's actually a French Bulldog. I know I wasn't exactly sure what type of dog it was before, but yeah, overall, I think he's really cute despite his giant forehead. I just think he he has a really sweet design, and this is definitely one that I want to customize in the future and possibly try a head swap with, because I do really love the shape of the body, even with, again, this seam here, which goes down the middle of his body. And finally, you can also see on his leg there, it says 2023. It's actually very clearly printed. But even though this set has some issues, I think that it is a pretty cute set. I like the idea. I think that it's cool that they're bringing back an old playset and that they are also including a new mold. What I will say is, as much as I like this guy and want to customize it, I really hope that Basic Fun makes more of this in sets that aren't playsets, because again, I would love to own a second one, but I'm definitely not going to buy a whole nother one of these sets because that's a little too expensive for one LPS and a bunch of random stuff that I don't want. And one more thing that I want to try with this guy, get out of the way, weird little chicken. I saw somebody posted on their Instagram story of him in like a little beanie, and I want to put one on my LPS because it literally looked like the cutest thing ever, and I need to show you guys. Okay, well, his giant forehead problems are suddenly fixed. He is bald no more. Look at this little dude. Oh my god. Somehow the hat makes him like 20 times cuter. That is actually adorable. But yeah, that is basically all that I wanted to say in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have received this set already, definitely let me know what you think of it, and let me know what the condition of your pets is like, because I know the quality control with this one is definitely not the greatest, as you could see by the weird little bird. He is even weirder looking than he should be. But yeah, I'm happy to have this set. I'm really happy to have this dog as well. In real life, he definitely looks a lot more cuter than all the original photos that we saw of him, so I would love to see this LPS start popping up in some LPS tube videos. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!